The Rock in the building. Cali.
For many years, Western media conglomerates have controlled the global news media flow. Major networks such as Fox News, CNN, and the BBC have long remained the dominant avenues through which the world receives almost all of its news. In recent years, the pan-Arab network Al Jazeera has become a major player in the news world, and it is often applauded for changing the way that news is reported and broadcasting controversial opinions. The emergence of this news network, which does not come from the West, has caused many to ask whether Al Jazeera is truly having an effect on the dominant news media flow, and how strong that effect actually is. Al Jazeera was launched in November of 1996, and its headquarters are in Doha, Qatar. Al Jazeera has 65 bureaus across the world, many in the global south, and broadcasts to 220 million households in over 100 countries. Al Jazeera first gained international recognition after its coverage of the September 11, 2001 attacks for showing tapes of Osama bin Laden such as this one. At the same time, CNN, Fox, and other American networks were criticized for airing this video, which was not confirmed to be authentic and included an incorrect English translation. Then, in 2003, the U.S. news media was again criticized for showing footage that was allegedly staged by the American military, a fact which was later exposed by Al Jazeera's documentary, Control Room.
Unbelievable. So there he's hanging.
It's hard to keep the people away.
On the 9th of April, the American troops went down the Firdaus Square. It was a show. It was a media show.
They brought in these teenage guys who broke the statue, put it down. They brought them in with them. Because if you notice, they're all sort of the same age. No women, and they all went in, and it was the same people on the square. You couldn't see more people gathering from the houses around. But this is not something that the US media would talk about.
More recently, the American news media was harshly criticized by its own Hillary Clinton, while Al Jazeera was praised.
Because it's real news. You may not agree with it, but you feel like you're getting real news around the clock instead of a million commercials and, arguments between talking heads and the kind of stuff that we do on our news, which, is not particularly informative to us, let alone foreigners.
But even with all this criticism, CNN and Fox News continue to broadcast personality-driven, opinion-oriented talk shows in a constant battle for higher ratings. Unfortunately, Al Jazeera currently is still not available on almost any cable news channels in the US, and is only accessible to Americans over the internet. Though Al Jazeera's emergence onto the scene of global news media has left many hopeful that it will change the face of dominant news media networks, I think that it will take a number of years and more powerful demands by the American people for it to have any significant effect on US news media.